foolishness that you felt like was no big deal at one particular time has blossomed into a whole forest of big deal. Because my husband has all over the internet about having sex with his wife with cancer.
No one thought this day would ever come. Not after everything they'd survived together. The rumors, the fights, the health scares, the tears. Kimmi and Maurice Scott were supposed to be that rare couple who made it work, even under the bright, messy spotlight of love and marriage Huntsville. But this time, things are different. The woman who once stood tall through every storm has finally had enough.
Listen,
I love it.
I can clean up okay. This looks really nice.
You have nothing to do with this.
No, I help select you. I was like, hey, give my kid a try.
Kimmi M. Scott, the calm, steady, and unshakable heart of the show, has officially filed for divorce, and fans can hardly believe it. Maurice, the man who always seemed to have the answers, the businessman, the lawyer, the one preaching legacy and family values, is suddenly speechless, desperate, and if you believe the insiders, he's spiraling behind the scenes, begging for one more chance. But what really pushed Kimmi to walk away? Was it years of emotional neglect that finally caught up? Was it the pain of feeling unseen, even after she fought for her life?
You know the hardest thing
What?
of the whole thing?
What?
Is making a phone call to you. I know you're my life partner and you're my love, but at the end of the day, that's a phone call I never thought I'd have to make.
This isn't just a reality TV breakup. This feels personal, raw, real. And as fans start piecing the story together, one thing's becoming painfully clear. Kimmi's quiet strength may have finally turned into her loudest message yet. To understand how it got here, you have to go back to where it all started. Kimmi and Maurice Scott first caught everyone's hearts when love and marriage Huntsville began. They weren't like the other couples who thrived on drama or chaos. They brought calm energy, maturity, and class to a show full of tension and ego. Kimmi was the peacemaker, a full-time nurse, a mom, a businesswoman, and a fighter. She had that rare grace that made you feel safe just watching her. Even when things got messy between castmates, she kept her cool. And when she was diagnosed with breast cancer, she didn't hide. She opened up her life, let cameras in, and used her pain to inspire other women.
It's, to me, hurtful to see anybody have to go through that because you don't wish that on anybody. You wish that it's just, more levels of success.
People saw her as the heart of the show, the emotional glue holding everything together. Maurice, on the other hand, was the thinker, the hustler, the man with plans. He owned a credit repair business, worked as an attorney, and constantly talked about building wealth and leaving a legacy. His drive was admirable, but sometimes that same ambition became a wall. Because while Maurice was chasing goals, Kimmi was craving connection. Fans started noticing it over time, those little moments that didn't seem like much at first. Kimmi would try to express her feelings calmly and respectfully, but Maurice often seemed distracted, or worse, dismissive.
It's hella disrespectful, and it doesn't protect me. And now I have to answer questions from my mother?
Yeah, I didn't think about the collateral damage. To me, it was like, if I just apologize to my wife.
It wasn't screaming or chaos. It was quiet distance. The kind of emotional gap that slowly eats away at even the strongest love. When Kimmi began her cancer battle, that distance became more visible. Viewers saw her fighting for her health, holding her home together, and still trying to keep her marriage strong. But Maurice didn't always rise to the moment. He said things on camera that shocked fans, words that made Kimmi look small and himself careless. Like that infamous comment about intimacy during her recovery. The one fans still talk about. That moment became a symbol of how far apart they'd grown. Kimmi, fighting for her life and emotional safety. Maurice, lost in his own bubble of work and image.
However, listen to what I'm saying. I don't put it past people. So I'm not one to say, oh, it's never gonna happen in my life. It ain't, that's not me. I don't, nobody. You could tell me tomorrow he cheated. I'd be like, "Ew." That stuff doesn't surprise me.
Even then, Kimmi tried to make it work. She went to therapy. She kept showing up for her husband, hoping he'd meet her halfway. But it's hard to save something alone. Fast forward to recent months, and the signs were everywhere. Kimmi's tone changed. Her smile didn't quite reach her eyes. She started talking more about peace, about choosing herself, about not settling for half love. Fans could feel it. Something inside her had shifted. Then came the whispers. A close friend leaked that Kimmi had been living separately for a while. Another said she'd stopped wearing her wedding ring. And when she was spotted at a women's empowerment event, alone, fans started putting the pieces together. But here's the twist. Kimmi didn't announce it right away. She stayed silent, calm, composed, just like always. Until now. According to court filings and multiple insider sources, Kimmi has officially filed for divorce from Maurice Scott. And the timing couldn't be more shocking. Just when fans thought the couple had turned a corner, after those tearful therapy scenes and those heartfelt talks, she finally decided to walk away. What nobody expected was how Maurice would react. Because the man who used to appear confident and in control is now panicking. Reports say Maurice has been calling, texting, and even showing up unannounced, trying to talk to Kimmi face to face. He's begging her not to go through with it, promising to change, and telling anyone who'll listen that he can't imagine life without her. But for Kimmi, this isn't about emotion anymore. It's about peace. It's about choosing herself after years of feeling like her needs came last. Insiders close to the couple say that things really started falling apart right after Kimmi completed her cancer treatments. That was supposed to be their fresh start, their moment to rebuild. But instead of slowing down and being there for her, Maurice dove deeper into his work. He began focusing more on public speaking and new business ventures, while Kimmi was still trying to heal, both physically and emotionally. She reportedly told friends she felt invisible, that she was done being the strong one all the time. It wasn't one big fight that ended them. It was a slow, silent heartbreak, built on missed moments, emotional distance, and unspoken disappointment. And now, with the divorce filing public, the pressure on Maurice is mounting. Fans have flooded social media with opinions. Some are furious with him. Others are begging Kimmi to reconsider. On Twitter, one fan wrote, "Kimmi gave that man everything, her time, her loyalty, her patience. He didn't see her worth until she walked away." Another said, "Maurice finally met the consequence of emotional neglect. Kimmi's not angry, she's just done." Even castmates are divided. Some are quietly supporting Kimmi, saying she's been through enough and deserves happiness. Others are trying to help Maurice process the fallout. Because right now, he's reportedly breaking down. Sources say Maurice is terrified of losing not just his wife, but his reputation as the solid husband of Love and Marriage Huntsville. In recent interviews, his tone has shifted. He's no longer preaching about business or legacy. Instead, he's talking about reflection and mistakes. He admitted on camera that he hadn't always been emotionally available, that sometimes he let work take over, and that he regrets not being more present during Kimmi's toughest days. But for many fans, it's too little, too late. One particularly emotional moment happened during filming for the new season, when Kimmi sat across from Maurice during a counseling session. Her voice cracked as she said, "I needed you to show up, not as a provider, not as a businessman, but as my husband." Maurice looked shattered. But even then, Kimmi didn't raise her voice. She didn't lash out. She just spoke her truth, softly but powerfully. That scene hit fans hard. You could feel the years of pain behind her calm words. And when Maurice tried to respond, saying he thought he was doing his best, Kimmi quietly replied, "Your best never included listening." That line alone broke the internet. Clips spread like wildfire, with thousands of fans saying it summed up the entire marriage, one partner carrying the emotional load while the other kept missing the message. After that episode, everything changed. Kimmi reportedly moved into a separate place for space and clarity. Maurice, realizing she was serious, tried pulling out all the stops, sending flowers, writing letters, and even talking about renewing their vows. But Kimmi, according to close friends, was already emotionally gone. "She's not angry anymore," one source said. "She's peaceful, and that's how you know she's really done." This divorce filing isn't just about two people parting ways. It's about years of silent sacrifice catching up. It's about the woman who stood by her man through illness, business struggles, and public scrutiny, finally standing up for herself. It's about realizing that love isn't enough if it doesn't come with effort, empathy, and presence. And maybe it's about a man realizing too late what he had. Maurice is reportedly begging for another chance, telling friends he'll do whatever it takes. He's even suggested moving back into therapy, taking a break from work, and focusing solely on his marriage. But Kimmi's not rushing into anything. She's focusing on herself, her health, her peace, her son, and her new business ventures. In recent posts, she shared messages about self-worth, healing, and finding peace after chaos. One quote she shared said, "Sometimes strength isn't holding on, it's knowing when to let go." And fans instantly knew who that was about. The emotional impact of this breakup goes deeper than just tabloid gossip. For years, Kimmi and Maurice represented what many viewers hoped was possible, a marriage that could survive reality TV, family drama, and personal hardship. Seeing them fall apart feels like losing a little bit of that hope. Fans who watched Kimmi battle cancer rooted for her not just to survive, but to live. And now, maybe that's exactly what she's doing, living on her own terms. Still, it's heartbreaking to see the pain on both sides. Maurice has been open about his regret. He said he feels like he failed his wife and that he wishes he could go back and do things differently. But love, once broken, doesn't always get a second chance. Sometimes, peace means walking away, even when your heart still cares. Now the question everyone's asking is, will Kimmi and Maurice ever reconcile? Right now, it doesn't look likely. Kimmi has reportedly told close friends that she's focused on healing, not fixing. She's building new boundaries and rediscovering who she is outside of being Mrs. Scott. Maurice, meanwhile, is struggling with the reality that his marriage might truly be over. Sources say he's been trying to reconnect through mutual friends, hoping for one last talk. But Kimmi's team has made it clear she's moving forward, not backward. And fans, though heartbroken, are standing behind her. One comment that went viral on Instagram said it best. "She stayed when she was sick, when he was distant, when people judged. Now that she's finally healthy, she's choosing herself. That's not weakness, that's healing." In the end, this story isn't just about divorce. It's about transformation. Kimmi Scott is teaching millions of women that it's okay to outgrow love that no longer nurtures you, that you can love someone deeply and still choose yourself. Maurice, on the other hand, is learning what happens when presence is replaced with pride, when ambition overshadows affection. Maybe this heartbreak will humble him. Maybe it'll push him to become the man Kimmi always needed him to be, even if she's no longer waiting. One thing's for sure, fans are watching closely. Every episode, every interview, every post feels like another chapter in a love story that's ending before our eyes. And whether they ever find their way back to each other or not, their story will always remind people that love takes more than words. It takes showing up, especially when it's hard. Kimmi's peace is her new power. Maurice's panic might just be his wake-up call. Because sometimes the calmest woman in the room is the one who's finally ready to walk away for good. What do you think? Do you believe Kimmi should give Maurice one more chance, or is she right to close this chapter for good? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real stories, raw emotions, and behind-the-scenes truth, only here on Celeb Nature. Because this drama, it's far from over.